Book summary by Teddy Bear's Storytime.
Unravel Me by Tahereh Mafi is the second book in the Shatter Me series, continuing the story of Juliette Ferrers as she battles with her deadly touch and comes to terms with her role in a world torn apart by the Reestablishment, a tyrannical organization controlling society. In this installment, Juliette is living with the resistance at Omega Point, where others with extraordinary abilities are hiding and training to fight against the Reestablishment. She continues to struggle with self-doubt, her feelings for Adam, and the surprising connection she feels toward Warner, the ruthless leader who once pursued her. Unravel Me deepens the themes of power, self-acceptance, and the complexities of love, as Juliette is faced with difficult choices and comes to realize that nothing is as clear-cut as it seems. Book summary. Life at Omega Point. Juliette has settled into Omega Point, but she feels out of place and struggles with adapting to life among others with abilities. She isolates herself, fearing that she is a danger to everyone. Juliette's insecurities and her troubled past are explored in detail, revealing the emotional scars she bears. Testing boundaries. Castle urges Juliette to understand and control her power, pushing her to train and become stronger. She is resistant, still haunted by her past and afraid of what she might be capable of. Her relationship with Adam begins to show strain as they realize how different their lives and roles have become. Revelations and hidden powers. Adam discovers a hidden truth about himself, his ability to nullify powers, which explains why he can touch Juliette without being harmed. However, this ability comes at a great cost, causing him physical pain. Their relationship grows tense as Juliette feels guilty and helpless, wishing she could change things for him. Warner's return. Warner is captured and brought to Omega Point. Juliette is forced to confront him, and in doing so, she discovers his surprising vulnerability and depth of feeling. Warner reveals more about his past and his own pain, leading Juliette to question her assumptions about him. A love divided. As Juliette spends more time with Warner, she feels an unexpected connection to him, which complicates her feelings for Adam. This love triangle brings out Juliette's internal conflicts as she struggles with guilt, confusion, and an awakening understanding of her own desires. The final battle. The Reestablishment, led by Warner's father, Anderson, attacks Omega Point. Juliette must embrace her power and fight to protect her newfound friends and allies. She faces off against Anderson, but the battle comes with devastating losses. In the end, Juliette is left to reconcile the reality of her powers and the consequences of war. Themes. Power and identity. Juliette's journey is a search for identity as she learns to control her powers. Her transformation from fearful to empowered reflects her internal struggle to accept who she is. The series addresses how power can be both a curse and a gift. Love and moral ambiguity. The complex relationship between Juliette, Adam, and Warner explores themes of love and morality. The book blurs the lines between good and evil, showing that people are often a mix of both, driven by personal motives and past experiences. Isolation and acceptance. Juliette's isolation is a recurring theme as she struggles to accept herself. Throughout the book, she confronts her fear of being unlovable and monstrous, discovering that she is worthy of love and acceptance, flaws and all. Resistance and sacrifice. The conflict between Omega Point and the Reestablishment highlights the cost of resistance. Juliette and others must make painful sacrifices, emphasizing the theme of fighting for freedom despite personal losses. Analysis. Character development. Unravel Me delves deeper into the psyches of Juliette, Warner, and Adam. Juliette's evolution is central as she shifts from a fearful girl to a determined woman. Warner's complexity is unveiled, making him more sympathetic and multidimensional. Emotional and psychological depth. Tahereh Mafi's narrative style uses fragmented sentences and imagery to reflect Juliette's inner turmoil, capturing her trauma and growth. The book also emphasizes psychological depth, exploring themes of trauma, mental health, and the struggle for self-worth. Symbolism of touch. Juliette's touch remains a powerful symbol of both fear and desire. Her ability represents her struggle with control and vulnerability, as well as the potential for destruction and healing. Pacing and tension. The book's pacing heightens tension as relationships become more complicated and the stakes rise. The love triangle and impending battle build suspense, leading to a climactic confrontation that underscores the book's themes of sacrifice and resilience. Conclusion. In Unravel Me, Tahereh Mafi deepens the world and characters introduced in Shatter Me, exploring themes of power, identity, and moral ambiguity. Juliette's growth is evident as she begins to accept her abilities and understand the complexities of love and loyalty. The book sets up the conflict between the Reestablishment and the Resistance, positioning Juliette as a key figure in the fight for freedom. As she navigates her relationships with Adam and Warner, Juliette is forced to confront her fears and embrace her inner strength. The novel concludes with a sense of uncertainty and anticipation, leaving Juliette poised to face new challenges, both external and internal, as she prepares to take a stand against the forces that threaten her world. The end. Love the book summary. Subscribe Teddy Bear's Storytime YouTube channel now. Like the video. Turn on the notifications. And leave your comments. See you in next book.